Good evening. Welcome to our September Starlight Tea Concert. We are so glad that you are here, whether you're in person or through the live stream. I'm Ginny Mackey, chair of the Starlight Tea Concert Committee. How many of you have attended one of the concerts by Rizzetta's Tones, our group tonight? Oh, wow, great. Well, if this is your first concert, you're in for a treat in Celtic music. In honor of this concert, I actually wore my Celtic jewelry that I just purchased on an August trip to Ireland and Scotland. And those of you who wore green, good job. If you have already looked at your program, you have seen the list of our future concerts and a form for becoming one of our cherished patrons. Those of you who are at home, you can mail your contribution to the Lancaster Church of the Brethren and mark it for the Starlight Tea. We could not continue these concerts without the support of our valued sponsors. So we give a huge thank you to our sponsors. You may have noticed there's a new donation receptacle, and it looks like this. So instead of an offering plate, you'll be depositing your money in here, and it's the same place as always, one in the back and one up here in the front. These contributions allow us to support the high quality of performers that we can obtain, and so we thank you for your financial support. This is called a Starlight Tea, so please join us immediately after the concert for tea and cookies right out here in the gathering place. Come and mingle with our musicians. I also want to thank the Forshas and their helpers for organizing the tea and cookies tonight. Rizzetta's Tones has shared their music with us several times before, and they always ask to return. What a compliment to our audience members. Did you know you were so awesome? The group has been together for about 11 years, and now they're composed of 5 people. Bill Stine, Amanda Wells, Linda Lohr, Randy Kochel, and Alden Hoke. And Alden is making his debut tonight with this group. Information about each musician is in your printed program, so I won't take the time to go through that. Now Don Fitzke, pastor of worship at our church, will offer his blessing for our concert and will welcome our guest musicians. Thank you all for coming.
Let me add my greetings to Jenny's words of welcome and do my pastoral duty by noting that we do worship here each Sunday morning. And if you currently aren't involved in a church, we invite you to come join us. You can read about our various service options on our website. You can even check us out on YouTube and see what you might be getting yourself into. We live stream our traditional sanctuary service and our contemporary service each Sunday, currently focusing on the fruit of the Spirit in our worship services. One of those fruits is joy, and we look forward to a joyful time together tonight, and I invite you now to pray with me. God, we thank you for your goodness and grace. We thank you for the joy of music, and we ask your blessing on our time together this evening, and pray that we might be people who exhibit not only joy, but also love, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, and self-control, all the fruit of the Spirit in our daily lives. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
to be here again. We often start our sets with Irish polkas, and a lot of people don't know that polkas are even legal in Ireland. But in the County Kerry they are, by special law. If you look very closely at a map of Ireland at County Kerry, you look at the very center, there's a little dot there. That's the polka dot. So that's why you're allowed to play them. So.
I know.
It gets worse.
Speaking of Ireland, we have a very favorite American-Irish singer-songwriter that we do a few songs, but if you've never heard of Kathy Ryan, you're missing out. You should go check it out. But for now, we're going to do a little version of a tune she did called Somewhere Along the Road. Somewhere along the road, someone waits for me. Beyond the present storms that blow, waiting patiently. No secrets held in an open mind. A spirit that soars over mountains. Somewhere along the road, someone waits for me. Somehow the guiding light always shows the way to those who lose their way by night, searching for the day. My day away from happiness. Tomorrow will bring a new sunrise. Somewhere along the road, someone waits for me. Sometimes when the winds are still, unexpectedly, and perhaps beyond this silent hill, a voice will come to me. Raise your eyes and see my love. Raise your
Some of you know that in my prior life I was a doctor. And you know those highlights magazines that doctors always seem to have in their office? I have years and years of them in my basement, so see me after if you want those highlights magazines. They're from the 70s, 80s. But one of the cool things that I used to see in my doctor's office in Landisville was the hidden pictures. So we're going to do a set now. It started off with the March of St. Timothy, and the chord pattern just put us in mind of a whole lot of other songs and pieces that we've heard. So we threw a bunch of things in there. So see if you can catch these musical hidden pictures.
a gentleman, Terry Winch, I think was his name. He grew up in the Bronx, New York, in the 1950s and 60s as a kid among like a neighborhood of Irish immigrants. So this song kind of captures what he felt during that time period. It's called Lohr is Irish.
Alden's debut with us. He plays with Steve and Courtney and several other bands, and he's been known to play jazz piano all night long at some local restaurants. But we were looking for a new member. Linda really wanted a bass player, and Amanda said she had to have a violin player, maybe viola too. And Bill said, no, he's got to be a vocalist with a good bass voice. And I said, I just want him to be a really nice guy. So we're all happy. but this was it struck a little too close to home. This was a farming couple in northern Ontario where the growing season is about 2.5 weeks long. Last year they had a really good crop of very cold rocks, and before that they had a good crop of ice, but that's about it. It was really difficult. So he took a second job to make ends meet, and he ran the ferry on the local river. So he apparently had enough time to write a journal, because we get this first 2 verses from his journal. And it's about how they evenly divided the work around the farm. So this is how it goes. And I wrote the 3rd verse in honor of my wife, who, this is a very almost autobiographical verse. And we're in America, we need 3 of things. We need 3 verses. It's called Teamwork.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my wife, she gets up early and she goes, feeds the cows, feeds the pigs, collects the eggs, and then she works behind the plow. She bakes the bread, churns the cream, and then she hauls it to the dairy. And me, I get up late and saunter off to run the ferry. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It's teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It takes teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. While I'm sitting on the ferry boat down by the river shore, she takes the dog team into town and picks supplies up at the store. She does the washing, ironing, clears the fields in the winter, sets the traps. And when I get home, she makes me supper while I take a nap. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It's teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It's teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Well, we're raising 11 children, and I know she does her share. Gives them baths and picks them after, does their schooling and does their hair. In the evening when she's gone, all tucked into his stories read, I proudly tiptoe up and pat them each once on the head. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It's teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. Teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It takes teamwork, the farm in North Ontario. Oh, it's teamwork, I couldn't make it on my own. It takes teamwork, the farm in North Ontario.
So, we're going to take you on a little desert ride. So, in order to do this, we need to go down to the camel lot and get some camels.
Oh.
That's a Randy joke. It doesn't deliver the way he delivers it. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up some camels, and then we're just going to start making our way through the desert. And you're going to be able to hear that, because you're going to hear it's going to pick up and pick up and pick up. Camels.
Thank you so much. We're going to do one more and then give you a short break. So if I can turn the page. I can't turn the page. control, and I couldn't control it. So, all right, this was written during the pandemic. I guess in a way we're still during the pandemic, so we keep getting those shots. But this is written by John McCutcheon, a great singer-songwriter, and he just was struck by how out of control we were. We had nothing to do about this whole thing at the beginning. So, as is often his way, he either comes up with something poignant and tear-jerking or kind of funny. So, this is probably funny. Right, Roy? See you in 10 minutes. 11 if the line's long.
Hey, good.
Bring them in?
Yes.
So what'd you think of Ruben? Can you believe?
I can't believe how much stuff is.
I know. And when you saw the baskets, I thought we had to find something.
Yeah.
Right.
I put them. They were in the
they are.
library, so I put them in the coat rack area up above.
See you afterwards.
So that's what I figured. Yeah, put them. Okay. Sponsors.
I don't know. Maybe he never leaves. He just joins them.
He's working on this stuff.
There's Kathy. Now there, I ought to talk to Kathy.
Okay.
Because now I have a chance. If she's not leaving.
Huh? Oh, in the back. Yeah. Go ahead.
You heard him before?
But he was my doctor.
Ah!
I'll make his doctor for like 30 years or something, 35 years.
They're really good. Really good and really fun.
Yeah. They are. They're good. Terrible jokes, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's all part of it.
It's the part you like the
All
best.
part of the shtick.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Where's the hubby?
he went to the back there for something. I forget what. Oh, he's talking to, I'm blanking on her name. He's sitting in the back, in the very back of the church there, talking to Clark. Kathy. Yeah, thank you.
I have to sit too. And I know
So then I don't feel so bad.
at least you see.
Yeah, I know.
She was playing.
Well, my head was bobbing. Yeah, it's good.
It is a fact we all know and live with that the effects of real bullying and abuse last for a lifetime. As a teacher, I would be back in school if I wasn't retired. And often the course is, and of course in the first few days, we end up in another tragic situation. My wake-up call was back in 1999 on April 20th, when we learned of Columbine. I'd love to say that it's gotten better, but I would be lying and you know that. The one thing we can all do, every single one of us in this room, if you can ever identify a child or an adult that is being abused or in some way bullied, let them know that there is someone they can talk to, always. And that we are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When we did our last concert, a woman came up to me at the end and asked us if we would perform this song in the next concert. No, Georgia hadn't happened at that point. And here we are. This is called Don't Laugh at Me. I'm a little boy with glasses, one they call a geek. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm that kid on every playground who's always chosen last. Single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, it isn't too much to ask. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm that beggar on the corner, pass me on the street. I wouldn't be up here begging if I had enough to eat. Think I don't know, our eyes never meet. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm deaf, I'm blind. They are we all. And that, my friends, is the point. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
So, if you would like to see us again, there's a way to find that out. We do have a website. We do have Facebook. We do have an Instagram.
Oh, and we do have a name with 2 Z's in it.
Ooh, and
The newspaper, despite the accurate information that this church gave to the newspaper gave us only 1 Z. And we really deserve 2. I see some of you catching a few Z's out there.
So you can find us at Rizetta's Tones, 2Z's.com. If you search Rizetta's Tones on Facebook, you can find us. Same thing on Instagram. I will, for anybody that ventures into those territories, we do our best to update If you like what you're hearing, we don't have CDs, but we do have, we do have about 18 free tracks on the website that we've recorded live over the years. You all are more than welcome to go and check those out and download those and check out the dates. Speaking of.
Next concert dates?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we are going to be performing. If you are enjoying this, we'd love to have you come see us again. Next Sunday, we are going to be at Zion Evangelical Lutheran Church in Landisville. 3 o'clock concert. Come join the fun. If you can't make that one, we've got one on October 13th in Hershey at the First United Methodist Church. That one, I believe, is also at 3 o'clock. And one more coming up in October, the 26th, at the Lidditz Library. That one's at 1:30. So we'd love to have you join us for any of those.
You do need to sign up for the one at the Lidditz Library. Limited seating. It's free, but it's limited seating. And if you haven't enjoyed us at all, find some enemies and recommend us.
Well, I'm gonna guess that some of you noticed that with the one song, I believe it was Control. Did you hear birds at the beginning?
Yeah.
Randy really likes birds. Did you pick up on that? The next pair of pieces we're going to do were written by Randy a number of years ago. And the first one is called The Greenfield Lark. So you kind of get that, you're going to get the bird thing going again a little bit. And then it's followed by the countdown reel. So both of these, written by Randy, we hope you enjoy them.
There are a lot of people here tonight from this church. There are also a lot that maybe don't know something special about this church. Lancaster County, as you probably all are aware, is just about the #1 county for settlement of refugees. And this church does a lot of that good work. You know, people who really need to be taken in and introduced to a new culture under the most trying of times. This is another Kathy Ryan song we're going to do now called Liberty's Sweet Shore. It's, she wrote it about the Irish immigration to North America, and we think that it still rings true today.
In this vain life, the mainland lies made out
this great piece planned using a different instrument than we've ever used before. So you've heard of this Aboriginal monstrosity called a didgeridoo.
And that long thing from Australia.
Randy owns one, and if I just caught what he said, it's residing in his basement at this moment. So we have a choice, really, don't we? We can just go on to the next piece of music, or we can let him pay.
You told me not to forget it, but I did.
So, in honor of the dude who is going to be doing the didgeridoo, we will call this didgeridoo. Enjoy yourself on this one.
We're going to have to cut the program short by one piece. We want to get you out of here by 8:30-ish. So, we need to respect their time, Bill.
Okay.
We almost always do country roads for an encore, but I can see you're not going to give us one tonight, so we're gonna. I don't know if I can play a quad now. All right. Okay.
This is our 115th concert. We've been doing this for 11 years.
Yeah, we started when Bill was old.
We have played this next piece in all but one of our 115 concerts, and the only reason is because, much like tonight, we got cut a little bit short. We call this one the quad, and it's made up of 4 different tunes. We're going to get real jiggy with it for 3 of them, and then a reel. So we have Sean Ryan's, Tony Rouse, the Castletown Connors, and the Gold Stud, for those of you who like song names.
We're actually going to take this moment, because Randy's hands are about to fall off back here. We're going to take a moment to introduce who we are. Many of you know us, and it's really great. I can look out across this bunch of people that's out there, and it's like, I know so many of you. It is so cool. Thank you for coming. We're just so glad to be here. So we are, as you know, Rizetta's Tones, and I'm going to start on the far end over here. We have Alden Hoke, who this is his debut with us tonight. Alden lives in the Lancaster area, and he's a teacher, and he plays in a couple different bands and with a couple other kind of organizations. So it's just, we're delighted to have him. Next to Alden is Amanda Wells. You will have seen by now that she plays that guitar like nobody's business, and drums that guitar, and then drums on drums. It's just absolutely wonderful to have Amanda with us. She also plays in another band or 2.
Just one right now.
Just one right now. So she's a busy lady. She is in the southern Lancaster area.
Yeah, southern Lancaster.
Yes. Back, toward the back, the one who writes the bird songs, that's Randy Kochel. Many of you know him, I believe. He's got his dulcimer and auto harp and bouzouki and
ukulele, mandolin.
Yeah.
I have a severe case of musical instrument acquisition disorder.
We usually try to go over some of the instruments we've got up here, but we are running short on time, so we won't do that tonight.
Next to Randy is our fearless leader, Bill Stine. We have a internal dulcimer as well as whistles and vocals and
melodica.
Yes, the little thing that kind of sounds like a harmonica but doesn't. Next to Bill is Linda Lohr. She's got a lot of amphibious percussion happening up there. But more importantly, some of the best flute you will hear in Lancaster County. One second. Behind the scenes, we have our amazing sound guy, Jeff Burkholder, who is making sure that everything sounds amazing for you tonight. And then mom, Jeannie Dickel, who got us some McDonald's earlier. Thank you so much. She makes sure we're taken care of.
genie today. And Alden's a music teacher, so you know they're the ones that start all this stuff. You're the one that starts all this stuff.
Try this again. The encore to the encore.
I hear her voice in the morning out, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Almost heaven, West Virginia, the Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. All my memories gather round her. Iron's place, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty morning moonshine, goes up in my country roads. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning light, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. I hear her voice in the morning light, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Good night, safe trip on those country roads.
Safe out there.
Watch those road apples.
Yeah, cookies. Cookies. We need to direct you to the cookies. Please go eat cookies.
Don't go home, we have tea and cookies and tea
That direction.
and cookies.